Welcome back to another episode on the Win Element Show. Now, in the previous episode, we talked about creating an online assignment where we collect science syllabus online. Again, this hopefully make it safer for you as teacher because, of COVID-19. And also you have this online record all the time whenever you need it, okay? And now in this episode, we are going to look at a different activity that's gonna focus on the problem with students abusing a restroom break, or at least we want to have a record so that way when our students go into the restroom, we know when are they gonna go, or at least on the day that they went to the restroom. Okay, so let's look at this. We are going to create an activity that allows the students to submit, very similar to Google form, but in this case, it's live updated and you can find a specific student very easily, and it's all on sleedo.com. So I'm going to create it right here in the first topic, in the general topic. As you can see here, you can see that in my course, when I click on it, you see that right here, they have a general topic, which is right here, and then reference and resources right here, and one. So for now, I'm going to go to the general topic. Before that, we are going to turn editing on. And we're going to go to the general topic because I want the student to be able to see it right away, and click on add activity or resource. And under resource, under activity actually, we are going to create a feedback activity. And the feedback activity, again, in this case, we're using it as a way to keep track of our student, how many times they go to the restroom, when they go, and when did they submit it, okay? A restroom break form, okay? There you go. Please fill the form to get permission restroom break. There you go. Okay, there you go. And what we want to do is we want to make sure this available on the first day of our teaching. So we start on August. I like this right here better. August 12. So we're on July. So August 12 right here. So on the first day, it would able to submit this form. And caution, we don't want this to be anonymous. We want this to be with username, okay? And we allow multiple submission, and then we're going to enable as well. And then there you go. So that way we know who is submitting this, and they can submit multiple times because we want to make sure every time they go to the restroom or they have some kind of emergency, they're going to fill out form. So in this case, I fill out this form for permission restroom break or other purposes. There you go. There you go. So we have that, and right here after submission, we don't really care about the analysis, okay? But we want to say thank you for your time and honesty, because we want to teach our students to be honest about their action, and that's the most important aspect of learning. You have to be honest of your action and learn from your mistakes, or at least because sometimes a student go to restroom break but they're not really going to the restroom, and that's where we want to capture what is their purpose of taking a break from your class. Now I'm going to click save. We can ignore all this. We're going to click save and display, okay? So now we're going to add in question. So let's click on edit question, okay? And what we're going to do is we are going to add a question. So for now, we are going to try to capture very basic question. And what we're going to do is we are going to use a short text question, which means the student is going to type in a very short text, okay? Okay, enter today date. So we want them to enter today date, okay? And the next question is, we can ask them, I like short text. What is your reason? There you go. They need to go to the restroom, blah, 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 and so on. Or they need to go get a textbook. They need to see the counselor. And of course, we want to make sure this is required. And I want to change this to be required as well. Now, the cool thing about this is also timestamp on the actual time they submitted. So we can actually look at if the student actually lied about their submission or not. But now we can just click this and we are done. Save changes to the question. So we have the date, what is your reason? And then we are done. So the goal is not to give students a lot of busy work before they need to go to restroom. We want to make sure we want to capture why they need to take a restroom break, right? Or why they need to go out of your class for some particular reason. And just super quick, because the restroom is a medical emergency, is a health concern. So you want to make sure this is quick. And then we are done. And that's pretty much it. I go back to my course. There you go. And notice how it doesn't tell you the description. I'm going to go edit, setting. And I'm going to display description on main course page. Now save changes. And we are done with this episode. So with this activity, we can capture student restroom break throughout the whole entire year. And of course, if a student who are going to the restroom and on that day, which those particular student, you can call the parent. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna put on extra stuff. If student did not fill out the form, they will get a parent call. There you go. And I want to bold this, right? So that way the student are motivated to fill out the form. And that concludes our episode on how we create an activity that allows to keep track of students going on their restroom break. And this will be there for the whole entire year. And as always, thank you for watching this episode. And if you like the content and you would like a notification on the next episode, click subscribe and click on that bell. And you want to learn more about Slido.com and our other solution, you can go to winelement.com as well. And we see you next time on another episode.